All right, we're going to start reading this. I'm going to read it first, the first paragraph, and then maybe you can try and we'll talk about it a little bit. Okay? A locavore is someone who eats food produced locally. Locavores usually define local as within 160 kilometers. This new term grew out of a reaction to the long distances that food now commonly travels from farm to table. Careful. Okay, let's try, how about you try to read the first paragraph for me?
A locavore is someone who eats foods produced locally. Locavores usually define local as within 160 kilometers. This new term grew out of a reaction to the long distance that food now...
Long distances.
That food now commonly travels from farm to table. Local is a popular word these days in food advertising. Some American stores, when they buy locally, however they define it, may even identify the farm.
Good. All right, that's very good. Okay. What do you think some differences? Like, do you think it's better for a local orange or one that comes from so far away?
I think local orange is better.
Really? Why?
Because the orange don't need to travel to another country.
Right. What's bad about traveling?
Pardon?
What do you think is one bad thing about traveling? Like, how does the orange get here from California?
Maybe by boat.
By a ship, right? Like a cargo ship, right? And then what? So let's play a little game here. Let's call this the life of an orange. So where do we start? Let's think about a long distance. Where do we start with an orange? Where does the orange begin its life?
From a seed.
From a seed, right? Okay, so we have an orange tree, okay? So this is all the way in California. And what do you think the next step is? Somebody has to pick it, right? And then what? Where does it go? So now we have a box of oranges. Beautiful oranges from California. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple verb phrases from the article. So the first one is grew out of. This new term, locavores, grew out of a reaction to the long distances that food now travels. So grew out of means, there's two meanings. One is the literal meaning, like something can grow out of the ground. Or if I get bigger, like if I grow taller, I will grow out of my old clothes. I'll give you an example and then maybe you can make your own sentence. The boy grew out of his old shoes. So what do you think that means?
The boy is too big to wear his shoes.
Yeah, so his feet have gotten bigger, right? So he needs a larger pair of shoes. Good. How about you try to make one?
The flower grew out of the soil.
Okay, the flower grew out of the soil. You don't need to say is, because grew is the verb here, past tense, grow. So why don't you try that again?
The flower grew out of the soil.
Good. The flower, one is a little more difficult, is in the spirit of. So the city of Sonoma, California is getting in the spirit of the local food movement. So the people who live in Sonoma, California are getting into the spirit of the local food movement. Do you understand that? Do you have any questions?
But spirit means something like ghost, right?
Right, that's the tricky part, is that in this way, it doesn't mean ghost. In the spirit of actually means like in the mood, right? Like they're all feeling, they're getting together and getting excited about this local food movement, right? So I'll give you an example that I wrote down. So the family got into the spirit of Christmas. You understand? Right. So everyone's together, the whole family, they're getting into the spirit of just the whole feeling of the holiday, right? Okay, how about you try to make one?
Christmas is about the spirit of giving.
Christmas is about the spirit of giving. Excellent. Perfect.